everybody! Welcome to this week's Sketchbook Skool Student Bulletin. I'm going to jump right in and share some student art with you today, and that's going to be my main focus, because we've had tons of new students sharing their art with us after having started our community course, Seeing, this week. We've also had students that have still been keeping up with our Drawing a Day challenge, and even some other little short mini challenges to stay inspired, and I want to show you some of the art that's come from those in our closed Facebook groups. First off, in our general closed Facebook group, since we've had so many new students start with us for the Seeing course, lots of them have been getting up the courage to share their art in the classroom and on Facebook. We've seen a lot of students sharing their toast homework that they did with Danny, and even for some of our veteran students in the closed Facebook groups, they're also learning new lessons each day, and it's been really exciting to see how their drawings have changed. In addition to a sea of delicious toast drawings from a lot of our new community members, we're also seeing drawings from students that are really driving home the point that an unfinished drawing is better than no drawing at all. One of our students, Anne, only had 10 minutes to do a drawing, and she decided that she would just make that a challenge and see what she could capture on a building in a short 10 minutes. We had another student that was able to lay down some guidelines for an architectural drawing, but didn't have time to finish it, and just kind of left it undone. And both of these students demonstrated the idea that just doing a drawing is more important than having a final masterpiece or a finished drawing that you're really proud of. We hope that students like this can encourage you and all of our other community members to put your pen to the page, even if it just means a quick scribble or a doodle during a phone call. It's all worth it, and it'll all make you a better artist. In addition to drawing toast and all sorts of other sights from their hometowns and their surroundings, some students have been picking up on little mini short challenges, like a 1-week challenge inspired by Liz Steele and our friends over at Urban Sketchers. These students embarked on drawing 100 portraits in 1 week. So this could be quick doodles at a coffee shop, or one prolonged session at a bar after a few beers, like one of our students, Stuart, created. Some students that are participating in this challenge shared some of their portraits in our closed Facebook group, and it was really exciting to see a plethora of beautiful portraits sprinkled amidst pieces of toast and urban sketching. In the Drawing a Day closed group, lots of students have been keeping up with the daily challenge that started back in January, and we've had some really interesting prompts this week, like the words duty, purpose, time, and transportation. Whether students have been with us since day one, or they're just jumping in this month, I love seeing more and more students participating. And even if you've been intimidated by the thought of a year-long challenge, try breaking it up into smaller, more digestible chunks, kind of like our folks with Urban Sketchers who did a 1-week challenge. See if you can challenge yourself to participate in a Drawing a Day for 1 week. That's 7 days, and I bet you'll be surprised to see that you can develop a habit in just a short week. In our classroom, students in polishing worked with Matthew Midgley, and I have to say this gallery made me hungry. Students depicted their plates, whether it was breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and I loved this assignment because it was almost like a miniature cuisine tour all around the world, and I got to see what students are eating and drawing. If you haven't done your homework yet for polishing, I suggest you get the courage up and draw whatever the next meal is that lands on your plate. Your food might get cold, but I promise that you'll love the drawing once you're finished, and we'd love to see it. So there's still time to do your homework before we move on to next week in polishing. In our Seeing course, students worked with Danny Gregory for their first week, and they also drew some food items. I have to say I have to stop going in these galleries before mealtime because it just makes me hungry, over and over. In Seeing, students drew some delectable pieces of toast. They captured every nook and cranny. And then for their second homework assignment with Danny, they slowed down and really tried to look at the objects in front of them. Danny showed students, through the fast and slow exercise, how to lay down basic shapes and forms first, and then go back in with a different medium to add detail. Students were thrilled to see the objects in front of them materialize on the pages of their sketchbooks, and it was really encouraging and gave students a sense of confidence as they tackled their next drawing. I can't wait to see what they do next week with Kosha in our Seeing course. And if you're looking for a beginner course to start with us here at Sketchbook Skool, I definitely recommend Seeing, as it's the perfect place to start if you're a newbie. You can still sign up at sketchbookskool.com/courses today. That's all for this week's Sketchbook Skool Student Bulletin, but I hope you enjoyed seeing the artwork, and I hope that you continue to draw and contribute your drawings to our community. I'll see you right back here next week.